Hi mason jar fans! I'm here today to show you how to use our Mason Jar Lifestyle sprouting lids so you can sprout at home. It's a very simple process. It does take a few days, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So I recommend starting with a wide mouth quart mason jar. Our sprouting lids come with two pieces, so there's the stainless steel band and then the stainless steel mesh insert. And you're going to use this to strain your seeds later on. So I went to the hardware store and I picked out a pack of mung bean sprouting seeds, and it said right on the package, as you can see, sprouts. So it wasn't a mystery which seeds were for sprouting. It was very clearly labeled right on the pouch. Okay, so you're just going to take your jar, open your seed packet, pour your seeds in. I like to add about half a jar worth of water. I'm going to put my lid on and let it sit for 8 to 12 hours. It's been 10 hours and I'm ready to go on to my next step. Before I do that, I did want to address a few of our frequently asked questions around sprouting and our sprouting lids. Okay, so the first question we get, and probably the most common, is are there any seeds that won't work? I know people are concerned that some seeds might be too small, and I just wanted to show you this is a really fine mesh, and we have not come across any seeds in the last few years that we've been selling these that haven't worked. The second question we often get is, as you can see, the lid is curved, and people wonder, does it go outward or does it go inward? Is it concave or convex? And it is concave. You want to put it inward. And that is because you're going to be doing a lot of straining and draining. And that's so that you don't grow mold. And if the lid goes inward, it prevents the seeds and the sprouts from touching whatever surface it is that you are tipping your jar onto. So I'm going to put mine in a bowl. But if you could put it on a counter, you could leave it in your sink, you could put it on a plate, whatever you want. It just helps with the airflow in the jar and preventing the mold. And the third question we get is, how many seeds should I put in my jar? And my answer to that is not a lot, because as you can see, there were only a few tablespoons of seeds that I put in my jar. And that's because they're going to really bulk up. It's crucial that you don't crowd them through this process. Just put a few tablespoons of seeds in there and you should be fine. And then additionally, as I mentioned, the lids go inward, they're curved. Most sprouting lids you'll find out there are not curved. They're flat across and they don't offer this particular function. And that's one of the reasons that ours are, I think, superior to others that you'll find out there. And the other reason I think ours are better is because they're 304 stainless steel. They're not going to rust. They're awesome. We just did top of the line across the board. So these, I think, are the best sprouting lids you will find. Great, so we're ready to move on to step 2. And that is simply draining your jar. So you'll do this in your kitchen obviously, but I'm going to drain them. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And this is awesome. I don't even have to take the lid off. I'm going to rinse them. And like I said, one of the main things that you are being careful about when you are sprouting is that you don't grow mold on your seeds. And that's why you are going to drain and rinse and drain and rinse periodically here. So I've got my now drained seeds And one of the advantages of our lids over others is that I don't even have to take this off. It's not going to splash everywhere because it is concave like this. It's not going to be a problem to just leave it on. I'm going to fill it about 2/3 of the way full. And then I'm just going to kind of swirl it around a little bit. Get them nice and rinsed. You're going to pour that out. And I'm going to set mine in a bowl. And I will be back in another 12 hours for the next step. That was so easy. Hey guys, it's been 12 more hours, and as you can see, my seeds are starting to sprout. And what I'm gonna do now is keep doing the same thing every day, at least twice a day, until I have my sprouts that are to my desired level of sprouting. I'm gonna do my rinse like I did last night. Same thing over and over again until you have your sprouts. My rinse, my swirl, and my drain. Set it back in my bowl, or if you're doing yours on your counter, on a plate, whatever, and it will be here until my next rinse and drain. Hi guys, so I started my sprouts on Friday morning, and these guys were done on Wednesday morning, so they took 5 days to get perfectly sprouted. And as you can see, they really bulked up and filled up the jar, and I'm gonna have a little taste. Yum. So good. They are crispy, and they've got a really nice, like, vegetal, nutty flavor. I'm gonna use these on salads, on soups. I'm gonna make pad thai tonight, so I'm gonna put some on top of that. If you like the taste of them, the possibilities are endless. And as you've seen, they're really, really easy to do. Again, mine took 5 days from start to finish, and it was such an easy process. The main thing is that you want to keep them from growing mold, and again, you do that through the process of draining them, rinsing them, and draining them, and rinsing them, and leaving them tipped upside down the whole time you're sprouting them, so that there's no water just sitting in there allowing them to mold. So I hope the video was helpful for you. The lids I used are available at masonjarlifestyle.com. Just search sprouting lids. Let me know if you have any questions and if you try sprouting at home.